California attorney Cheryl Deptowicz-Diaz reveals her philosophy and core values for standing up for the underdog on Influencers Radio. Award-winning attorney Cheryl Deptowicz-Diaz was the featured guest on Influencers Radio with Jack Mize. On a recent episode of Influencers Radio with Jack Mize, award-winning, Los Angeles-based attorney Cheryl Deptowicz-Diaz discussed the philosophy and core values behind her compassionate approach to representing the underdog in the areas of family law, immigration, and litigation defense. Legal problems can be one of the toughest and most confusing times in a person's life. Whether someone is in the position of defending themselves as the accused or standing up for themselves when they've been wronged, the experience can be overwhelming with possible life-changing outcomes. Cheryl Deptowicz-Diaz is a zealous advocate for the underdog, dedicated to giving voice and the ability to fight hard but fair for what her clients deserve. She prioritizes communication, hard work, and respect for each client so that they always know their options, risks, and plans of action. During the interview, Cheryl shared the 4 core values that she uses as the foundation for her law practice, saying, "I spent a lot of time really figuring out who I am as a person and therefore as an attorney. And I was told that I should have core values so that people can really know who I am and what I stand for. And I'm proud to say that I came up with 4, and they're on our website. I believe in equality, partnership with justice, peace, and self-criticism. And for me, these are not just passive items, but really active items, meaning that we have to participate in all of these things. So in terms of equality, I believe all people deserve to be recognized and treated as equal. But for us to achieve that equality, we have to see eye to eye fully, completely, and honestly. And for us to see eye to eye, we have to look at each other. That means we have to spend time with each other. We have to occupy the same space and get that opportunity to hear from one another. In terms of partnership with justice, I really believe in my core in the concept that attorneys are officers of the court. And as such, we are partners in the pursuit of justice. Of our 55 founding fathers, 35 were lawyers. And so as our society developed, the whole idea of lawyering is built in. It's in the very fiber of our social fabric. And yes, lawyers have a bad rap, but I personally believe that as partners of justice, we have that duty to lawyer in a noble profession. And because of that, we have the power to transform our society and move it towards true equality. Then I believe in peace. And for me, peace is not just something that is guaranteed, but peace is something that we have to fight for. We have to create it. But peace is not just something that can exist in the theoretical realm, it has to exist in our hearts, in our pocketbooks, in our homes, in our communities. So we have to seek peace, but we also have to create peace and protect peace. And then finally, self-criticism. How can we do all of these things if we are not constantly evaluating ourselves? I'm a human being and I have my own story, and I have my own experience, but I constantly have to look in the mirror and ask myself to be brave, so that I can change to meet the call of the moment. Whether it's fighting for my client's team, or defending them against an attack from some outrageous claims. I can only do that if I'm at my best, but I'm only at my best if I'm constantly evaluating myself. As the daughter of Filipino immigrants and an immigrant herself, having arrived in Southern California at the age of 8, Cheryl understands what it means to be a stranger in a strange land. She is also married to a Mexican immigrant and mother to a Mexican-Filipino son. This unique perspective allows her to approach each case with an unmatched level of compassion and empathy for her clients, who are often new to the legal system or intimidated by the complexity and desperately need her help navigating their way through the process. Listening to this episode, it's easy to hear the passion Cheryl has for the law and to understand why she believes that lawyering is a noble profession, as she continuously and consistently brings more dignity to the profession one case at a time. To listen to the full episode, learn more about Cheryl Deptowicz-Diaz. Visit link